Hello, my name is Gabby McNeely. Today I'm going to be talking about why I think you should become a Republican. The first thing I would like to bring up is the necessity for government support and why I think it's being overused. We have things like food stamps, housing, disability, and Medicaid. While these are all good causes, I believe they should be more limited. We should have things including but not limited to background checks, drug tests, etc. The second thing Republicans believe is that God is the foundation of our nation. The Pledge of Allegiance states, "One nation under God." Our founding fathers believed in God. Our country was founded on these beliefs, and they should remain that way. Next, in economics, we learn that a free market is better for the consumer than one that is controlled by the government. The price is more competitive with a free market, which means lower prices for us as the consumers. If government controlled the financial decisions, we would become a socialist country. I have an example for you. If you look at a satellite image over both North and South Korea at the same time at night, you will see that North Korea is completely dark while South Korea is decently lit up. Why is that? Because North Korea is a socialist country run by the government. They have a bedtime. All lights have to be out at a certain point. The more control our government has of our country, the more we become closer to being a socialist country. And I don't know about you, but I don't want someone telling me when to turn the lights out to my house. The next thing is Republicans want lower taxes. If our taxes are raised, we will have less disposable income. Another thing we want is a strong military. If our military is weak, our chances of being overtaken are far greater. Gun control. While I believe Americans have the right to own guns, I believe in more thorough background checks. I also believe military-style guns should be virtually impossible to obtain. But our Second Amendment states the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And I don't want my guns taken. Abortion. Taking anyone's life, whether born or unborn, should be illegal, in my opinion. If you wouldn't take a life after they are born, why would you take it beforehand? God in schools. God should be put back in the school systems. Ever since 1962, in the case Engel versus Vital, our country has seemed to go downhill ever since God was taken out of schools. Illegal immigrants. You can't go to another country and not have the correct documentation and expect to enter their country legally. And if you do enter illegally, you should be willing to accept the consequences that follow. Poverty. The government cannot bail everyone out of their financial problems. If most people rely on the government, the country will fail eventually. And last but not least, capital punishment. Republicans believe the death penalty is needed in order to deter violent crimes. So, as you can see, all of these points are to better our country and lessen our government. By working hard, you can have a sense of pride and accomplishment, and it makes you feel better when you don't need anyone else's help. And this is why I think that you should become a Republican.